Cooler weather is around the corner, but while warm weather is still here, take advantage of our $49 home comfort checkup. Stay comfortable year-round with our services at Premier Heating and Air. And rebates are starting at $1,500 with the purchase of a new heating and air system and your choice of a free gift from a $100 Visa gift card, Wi-Fi thermostat, or UV light. Experience the Premier difference today and stay comfortable year-round with our services. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Log on to premierishere.com.
Okay, welcome back, Falcon fans. This is Travis Bowen again here with Coach Hicks. Appreciate you joining us again.
Always, Travis.
Yes, sir. So this is week number, are we on week 6 now? I think it is.
6.
All right, so this will be our 5th game of the, or are we now on 6 games? 5th game of the season, the short season. And we faced Dublin High School last week. I was talking with Coach just before we started here, and he was telling us about some practices that we had going on. Yeah. He said we've got a great couple weeks of practice heading into Dublin, and I think we saw it with that first half. We go up 13-0 and really dominated that first half. But talk to us a little bit about practice. What do you see when you tell someone like me that you had a great week of practice? What does that include?
Well, again, it's all about attitude and want to. Our kids' attitudes been great. It's been like that the past couple of weeks. Here, the last 3 weeks, our guys have been locked in. They've been very focused. Practices have been going smooth. You don't have to do a whole bunch of correcting. They kind of understand the standard and what you want them to do. And it's not hard for our guys to get up for a city rivalry like this, especially with Dublin. Those guys know what's at stake and know how big that game can be for us as a program and know what we're trying to get done here with that saying that we're always under construction. And that lays a great foundation for us to build more with a big win over somebody as good as Dublin is and has been in the past couple of years here since I've been the head football coach. But, the whole deal is just how locked in they are in preparation. Preparation is the key to success when you coach football. And if you can get your kids to be locked in at practice and they're doing everything you need them to do, that usually transfers right into a good situation on Friday nights. If you practice great, I tell my coaches this all the time. I said, man, if you got a fuss on Friday, you did not coach on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yep. So the corrections got to be done. The old saying, the hay is in the barn. The hay's in the barn, and you just need your guys to compete. And you could tell the last couple of weeks that our guys have been ultra focused. Coaches have been doing a good job of scheming, and the guys are really doing a great job of performing. And you saw that in the first half of the game. And again, I'm just not the kind of person that rides on you played a decent game. You can't do that. You got to go out to win the game. And our guys were prepared, and we had the talent and the coaching to be able to win football games. We just have to learn how to finish games. Yep. You start out, you got your 13-0 at halftime over one of the premier wing top football programs in 1A in this state, and everybody knows that. And that means that you have potential, but potential don't win football games. What win football games is execution. In the second half, we didn't execute well enough to be able to do that. We turned the ball over too many times, too many drop passes. Just a lot of things that we did not do as a football team, as a whole, as a staff, as players, that we need to make sure that we get fixed. But again, we're constructing something, and we know what that means. That means you have to work and get things done. We're looking for a signature win. In order to get a signature win, you got to play signature football against great competition. And that's what this region gives us an opportunity to do. And we just did not do that last Friday night. But again, thank the fans for coming out. I think we had an awesome crowd. The blackout, I thought, was successful to a point where we had people there that had on the black shirts and whatnot. But again, people want to come see W's. And in order to get that done, we have to be consistent as a staff, as a team, as players, to make sure that we're executing at a high level, all 3 levels of the game, which I thought we did an awesome job in the first half of that game, and I thought we played decently in the first part of the second half, but just too many mistakes and too many drop passes, too many turnovers, and not enough tackling.
Yeah, and so you talked about preparing, and if the fans just think back to, I reckon it's been about 3 weeks ago now, we went over to Buckley County, and we didn't have the best showing. But then the very next week, and even to start last week, you see a big turnaround. You see a lot of positive plays. We had a great game against Central, a lot of things going our way. Then we come in and we played Dublin the first half. It was really a tale of 2 halves. So we had one half where we're up 13-0. We're really controlling the game. We're controlling the clock. But then we go in at half, and we come back out, and Dublin scores fairly quickly on us. What are some keys on why you think Dublin was able to go from not scoring anything the first half to what was it, 35 points, I think, the second half? How were they able to, what kind of changes did they make? What did you see on the film?
Well, I think a lot of it has more to do with us than it did them, to be honest with you. I mean, taking nothing away from Coach Holmes and his staff and his players, but we gave them a short field. You know, I'd rather you go 80 than have them to go 30. You know, we turned the ball over too many times with, fumbles and then interceptions and whatnot. But then again, the first part of the second half, they're moving down. They fumbled the ball. Caleb Jackson is doing what Caleb Jackson's been doing all year, man. He's creating havoc, and these guys are fumbling the ball. Deonko Murray always around the football, picks the ball up, and we feeling good about that, but we couldn't convert. You know, that gives us a whole different, that changes the whole atmosphere. I mean, everybody who represents Dublin was there, all our people were here, so it's a momentum swing in football games. They fumble the ball, we get the ball. If we can go down and get a score, whether it's be a field goal or whether it be 7 points, or even just drive down and flip the field and keep the ball down there, it's a different atmosphere now. We scored, or we put the ball in a position where they've got to go 80, 70, 80 yards, it's a little bit tougher. When you give someone a short field, now they don't have to work as much to get to where they need to be. And I think we did that in the second half. We gave them short fields a lot of times, and then this turnover started. So, again, nothing that we can't get fixed. But then again, you get, as a coach and as someone who prepares, you get tired of talking about fixing things. You need to get a W, and that's where we are right now.
Yeah, and I love what you were saying there about momentum. You brought up momentum, and I thought we had a ton of momentum in the first half going into the second half. And I think a lot of that was coming from the fans. We had a good crowd. They were giving us a lot of good support. So we just asked for that more when we go into the second half. So we feed off that as a team. But it's all about momentum in football. So when you get behind the 8 ball, you can't let it mess your momentum up. You got to keep going forward.
That's correct. That's correct.
But we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to look at some highlights because we did a lot of good things last week. And so we didn't get the W. As Coach said, you played to win the game, but there was still a lot of highlights. So we'll be right back after this break.
Hello fans, Ben Knight for Farmer State Bank. Friday night football and Farmer State Bank. As easy as FSB. Dedication, hustle, trust, commitment, and teamwork. Giving our all every day, just as our local football teams do every Friday night. Join us at Farmer State Bank and support your local team. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, this is Perry at Williamson's Bakery, a proud supporter of Dublin and Lawrence County athletics since 1965. From donuts to cupcakes and cookies to eclair, we have everything to satisfy your sweet tooth. We even have treats for your dogs. So when Friday rolls around, don't forget to stop by and pick up some stuff for that late afternoon tailgate. So remember, go Raiders, go Crusaders, go Falcons, and go Irish. You can find us on Facebook, or you can stop by and see us at 1634 Veterans Boulevard, or give us a call at 478-272-3344.
Since we were founded, the Houston Clinic has sought to provide the most advanced orthopedic services available to men, women, and children of all ages and all walks of life. And today, Dr. Gay and Dr. Richter continue the tradition of service in the Lawrence County communities. From our sports teams through every facet of this community, the Houston Clinic is not only proud to serve you, we deem it an honor. The Houston Clinic, 100 Medical Drive, Suite 400 in Dublin.
Hey, it's Stephanie at Shermont Honda Kawasaki. Come see us for our wide selection of helmets, gloves, all your riding accessories. We have it. Come see us. 106 Savannah Avenue, East Dublin, Georgia, 478-272-4563.
Hunting season is just around the corner, so come into Roach Farm and Garden and stock up on your supplies. Want the best food plots? It starts with Roach Farm and Garden. Iron clay peas, radishes, brown top millet, 3-way, 5-way, oats, and all the clovers. Keep them big bucks hanging around with trophy rock, salt blocks, wild game innovations, and deer cocaine. Remember to pick your voodoo up at the register. From gardening to hunting to anything in between, stop in Roach Farm and Garden, 2 locations, Dublin and Wrightsville.
Welcome back, fans. Let's take a look here at some of the highlights from last week versus Dublin.
Yeah, I was extremely happy by the way we came out as a team, and these highlights will be indicative of that. We always start off with our offensive highlights, but I tell you what, I thought Sky had a great first half. I thought the wide receivers, we were able to get the ball to a lot of open guys. Here's a huge catch, man. I didn't know he had the ball, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if he took it, I don't know what he did,
either.
But Major did a great job of coming down with his football, kind of laying the foundation for us.
Yeah, and you can see, what's impressive here, and Sky was found in, especially the first half, is the defense. I should say it wasn't impressive. It was really, I think, a mistake on Dublin's side. They're giving us a lot of free releases.
Right.
They're not jamming us at all. They're giving us 5-8 yards before they get to us. And
a lot of that's just respect for our kids as athletes. They know that. You can see how they're playing off like you just mentioned. But, man, great swap route right here. JJ with the touchdown pass, great call by Coach Satterwhite and our offensive coaches, what we call a kind of a swap route, and those guys had to cover that and they weren't able to do it. And again, just finding the open receiver. I love the way Sky actually finds open guys, and you can tell he's reading his keys because he's actually getting the ball to so many different people in coverage and whatnot. But again, this is Major. It's one of the things that he does well is run that jet sweep right there. I thought we could have gotten the end zone right there, but again, just a great call by Coach Satterwhite. Here's one that's something we've been trying to get done, kind of the old Tim Tebow Florida Gators, little pop pass right there to T.T. Horn. And I was happy to see T.T. get into the end zone.
And anytime you see something a little bit different like that, it really fires the crowd up. And that was impressive. I remember Tim Tebow doing that a lot. And I think we went back to it a little bit later in the game too, I believe.
It's been something we've been working on. Again, just like this screen stuff. Norion's dangerous with the ball in his hands, man. He got such good hands. We like to get him involved with the screen game and the passing game, man. So you see that a lot. That's really, really helped. Even though they know it's coming, it's hard to stop, especially with the way we throw the football.
Norion reminds me a little bit of number 7 for the Atlanta Falcons, Bijan Robertson. They run similar styles. They look small, so you think, I'm going to be able to wrap this guy up, but they're not easy to wrap up.
No, he's not. He's built pretty good. He's right at about 190 pounds, man. He runs hard. He's extremely strong, so that always helps out. But, man, just really like what we did offensively. And I think it's setting up some things for us to be successful. Again, we talk about Sky all the time about how he tries to find people downfield, but he also can run it, go in there and get the first down for us there. And as we get to our defensive highlights, one of the things I think a lot of people didn't pay attention to was just the way our kids played hard defensively. You see them gang tackling a lot and coming up and making plays right there on the line of scrimmage. Dianco throwing his hand up there, just doing a good job here. Good job by Kason and Jeremiah there, making a play. But again, here's another turnover here. That's Caleb creating that turnover, and Dianco's always around the football. Always around the football, so that's why the football kind of finds him in situations like that. But good job by him again right here, and how our guys are running to the football. Playing on the perimeter, great. The corners and safeties coming up. If you can play well on the perimeter with them, because you see they're trying to get the ball outside, our guys were doing a great job of tackling. And that's kudos to our defensive staff, how they got these guys prepared and ready to run against the wing tee. We had a lot of tackles for loss and had a couple of sacks too. defensively, but you see we are dominating the line of scrimmage. I don't know if there's a better D-line in our region. Our defensive line does a great job. Not just Caleb, but Raquise, Stanley, and also Caleb Butler, those guys there, Jaron Ballard. Those guys do an awesome job for us. And if you can win up front, and you can see the way Caleb is manhandling those guys up front, man, that center, he remembers who Caleb Jackson is, man. He did a great job of creating that. There's another turnover for us.
Yes,
You
and
know
it's
what I mean?
impressive here too when you see them doing this against such a heavy option team, because typically an option team, they control the line of scrimmage, but a lot of the first half we controlled it, and so that was really impressive on the defense here. It's not your typical spread where they have a lot of gaps.
Right.
I mean, they're tight formation,
Right.
and for us to push that line back like we did, that was very impressive.
Oh, it was, and it was something that you can see. People, we want to win, but people see the improvement going on in our football program right now, and you see the way that our kids play and how hard they play, and the thing they're trying to get achieved. And one thing we want to do as coaches is always highlight what our kids do well, and we feel like we can dominate the line of scrimmage. We're going to try to do that. We had a good game, special teams wise. John Thane put this ball right where we wanted, exactly what we wanted to happen. This is after we score, we get a turnover and get the ball right back. And so that's good. That's something we've been working on, high pointing the ball and making those guys have to make catches right there. And that's him kicking that extra point right there. John has done an awesome job since coming over from soccer. He and Jason both kind of feeling their way through, but doing a good job. Really proud of our return game. Looks like Kason Watley right there. Him and JJ Wright had good game. This is JJ kind of fumbling the ball here, but then picking it up and then getting positive yardage right here. And this is what makes a difference in football is field position. And that's what special teams is all about, having good field position and being able to win and win with the ball on the other side of the field. Here's Jason flipping the field for us again. Awesome punt right here. Watch it roll. He did an awesome job of punting the ball again.
And Jason's been doing that all year long.
He has.
He's got to be one of the better punters in our region.
I think that Jason actually is probably one of the better, if not the better punter in our region, and he's gotten some offers, and we're looking forward to seeing how he ends the season, but he's doing a great job of kicking the ball. Nobody really talks about how important the kicking game is. Everybody talks about offense, defense, but nobody talks about what special teams really is, which is a special time for us. It's a third of the game, and we take a lot of pride. I coach it myself, and it's something that pays dividends for you as you play teams and you want to be able to flip the field or be able to get a short field.
Yeah, there's been many a times this year where we were, 25, 30-yard line, and Jason was able to flip it all the way over to their 25
Correct.
or 30. And so that's been very impressive. That's something you typically don't see until they get to college or even pros. And so for him to already be doing that, and then a lot of times he has great hang time.
He does.
He usually has the correct spin that usually kind of makes it stick, and won't let it roll too far one way or another. So he's been impressive all year.
He's self-made. He trained himself basically.
Wow.
He done a lot of studying, done a lot of kicking, stays after. He comes up on the weekends. He's done an awesome job. It's nothing to see him kick 55, 60-yard punts throughout practice.
Wow.
He does it on
That's
the regular.
impressive.
So I can't wait to see what happens this week down in Dodge as we get ready to go down there to play Dodge on Friday night. And we're asking everybody to come out and support us as we travel. Just take the short ride about 45, 50 minutes down the road and come and support us as we take on the Indians. It is their homecoming. And again, want to say, give our condolences to the Dodge County family. They lost a student. One of their golfers had a tragic heart problem, and they lost a student here early this week. And we just want to send our condolences to the Dodge County Indian family, their students, their whole community over there, and their school, and let them know that they're in our prayers.
Yeah, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get into a little more detail about Friday night's game.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. Here at W. Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From Moen to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At W. Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
School might be in and the football stadiums may be full on Friday night, but the deals are still smoking hot here at Dublin Nissan. There's never been a better time to buy a crossover. With more inventory and better deals, now's the time to get up and get to Dublin Nissan. With savings of up to $4,500 off MSRP on the Frontier, and with our best inventory in years, now's the time to take advantage of the last days of the Nissan Summer Sales Event. Remember, Don sells cars well at Dublin Nissan.
Georgia Pools is your authorized dealer of RecTech grills. From smoking to searing, RecTech grills do it all. So come into Georgia Pools today and grab life by the horns. We also carry all the Yeti products you could need: coolers, tumblers, cups, and more. Find all of this and more at Georgia Pools. Call 478-275-3607 today or come on in to 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin. Georgia Pools, your authorized RecTech dealer.
Hometown Supply is welcoming in spring with a bigger and better selection of zero-turn mowers, blowers, string trimmers, and a complete line of power tools for the yard.
Hometown Supply has all of your lawn and garden equipment, from zero-turn mowers to string trimmers and blowers. We carry all major parts and offer service and repair, so come see us at Hometown Supply.
And remember, Hometown Supply has a large selection of new and used appliances.
And remember, if you can't do business at Hometown Supply, you just can't do business.
Okay, welcome back from the break. Thanks for sticking around. So we're moving into Dodge County High School. I believe they are the Indians.
The Indians, that's right.
We're going to go down there. We're going to play them there in the big city of Eastman.
Okay.
So I took a look at their records.
Yep.
A record, I should say. They're actually 3-1 on the year. So they've only lost one game to Ace Charter. We're heading in there. What can we expect to see from Dodge County? What are some key playmakers? What kind of offense are we going to be looking at? What do they have going on over there in Eastman?
But I tell you what, man, something that we're used to seeing, their spread team. The Mensa kid at quarterback, I think he's just a junior, had a great year last year. He's back. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a couple of teams in our region that are very similar to us, that they have athletes that can run, that can play, and Dodge is one of those teams. They got great skilled guys on the perimeter, got two very good backs, number 7 and number 3. Again, we talked about the Mensa kid. They got a couple of good linemen up there, number 57, number 50. Really, really good guys. They are very similar to what we do. They'll throw the ball. They want to throw it deep. They got a kid, number 12, who caught 2 long touchdown passes on us last year. I think he's a senior, but he's back. Number 6, also another wide receiver that's very good. They can run and go get the football. But they also run the ball, too. They run a lot of counter. They run a lot of power. So they give you a mixture. They're very similar to us offensively. And defensively, man, they're going to give you a couple of different looks with fronts. They'll even run our similar reduced coverage defense. And they like to blitz and bring that same number 7 that plays tailback. They want to bring him in and bring him across the ball on their reduced side. So they do a lot of things similar to what we do. So our preparation, and I thought was, like I said, it's been good the last couple of weeks, and just preparing to kind of see yourself. You know, you take those same guys that play offense for us, and you bring those guys, Hazley, you bring Major, you bring DeMarcio, you bring those guys who play wide receiver, and they're going to have to kind of almost face the same type of competition in the guys that they are.
Yep.
So it's going to be a great game. We'll go down to Eastman on Friday. It is their homecoming, so we're telling everybody, if you're going, let's go early, get down there and get yourself a seat. It's a little bit different. The stadium's set up a little different. Their home side is kind of looks like the visitor side, and the visitor side is actually where the press box is. They kind of switched it up because they got more seats on the visitor side. So that's what we'll be down in Eastman. We're asking everybody to come and support us. It is a region game, and we need a big win. This will be another signature win for us from a program that's currently sitting at 3-1, and give us an opportunity to get back in this race and hopefully win the region.
Yeah, and it's good that you mentioned region because they're 2-1 in the region. We're 1-2 in the region. This is a chance for us to even it up there with them,
Correct.
and them become 2-2, and us become 2-2.
Correct.
So it's going to be an important win for us to get down there in Eastman, Georgia. One thing before we let you guys go, of course, we want all of you to show up. But one thing we're going to be looking forward to and start preparing and start getting motivated for is next week is our homecoming.
That's correct.
Who are we playing next week?
We'll be playing Ace Charter. Actually, we'll play Ace Charter Thursday for JV, and I'm looking forward to that because right after the JV game, we're going to have a Powder Puff game.
Okay.
So we're asking everybody to come right over after school's over with, come to the junior varsity game. After the junior varsity game, we'll have the Powder Puff game. I'm going to stick around and kind of I think I might put on my stripes and be a referee for the Powder Puff game. And then, of course, Friday night, we'll have our annual homecoming game. Man, we're asking everybody to tell your friends, tell alumni, former players, band members, cheerleaders, everybody that's a part of the EL family, man. Let us come and let's enjoy homecoming and give our guys a huge crowd and cheer them on. But got to take care of some business down in Eastman this Friday night, and asking everybody to travel that 45, 50 minutes over to Eastman and come and cheer us on. But again, homecoming is a very special time. We have to put things into perspective. We got a game this week, got a couple of games next week, but we got to take care of business on Friday.
Yep, so just a reminder about the dates. So September 19th, that's this Friday. We're going down to Dodge.
Right.
Next week, September 26th, we'll be back home for our homecoming. So we'd love to have each and every one of you watching be at both games and the games going forward. So as always, we appreciate you taking time watching us here on TV 35. If you're watching on YouTube, leave us a comment. Let us know how we've been doing. Go Falcons or go whatever team you're rooting for. And we appreciate you as always, and we hope you come back next week, same time. Y'all have a good week.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
Natural gas all over town.
Get yourself a natural gas tankless water heater and save space.
And have endless hot water.
Natural gas is more efficient than electricity.
And it's lighter than air.
When you install natural gas appliances,
you can get rebates up to $1,500.
The City of Dublin will finance you up to $10,000.
For 60 months at 0% interest.
Use natural gas for all your outdoor cooking.
It's a luxury.
We're on call 24/7.
You'll call us and we'll be there.
Whether you're building a home or starting a business, City of Dublin Natural Gas has you covered.
We serve commercial and residential gas all across town.
Yeah! Finish the drill with natural gas. Call your gas guys
at 478-277-5048.
Matt Hatchett, representative for Lawrence County, is proud to support our local high schools, our East Lawrence Falcons, Trinity Crusaders, the Dublin High Fighting Irish, the West Lawrence Raiders. Matt Hatchett, representative for Lawrence County. Go team!
Mid-State Pools and Spas welcomes spa season with a full lineup of spas from Marquee and Strong. Choose from award-winning comfort and a variety of sizes that'll make spa season your favorite season of all. Shop now for a great selection of pool and patio furniture at Mid-State Pools and Spas with locations in Dublin, Warner Robins, Sandersville, and Vidalia. Mid-State Pools and Spas, this area's most trusted pool and spa dealer.
Introducing Kubota Z200 Series mowers with the new K-Ride Comfort System. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 48 months.
Products you can count on, a name you can trust. That's Mid-State Tractor and Equipment.